and his picture, and we're seeing fake Meghan and true Meghan because it shows she is dishonorable. She is disloyal, she is treacherous, she deceptive, and Dave, and it shows she is the lowest of the low. The image of Meghan Markle in a sizzling bikini on a luxury yacht, which was widely circulated again on social media, has sparked a fierce public backlash. When this photo first emerged, Meghan was attempting to rebuild her image.
Time that things aren't great between Meghan Markle and her own mother, Doria Ragland. She has been completely miserable in the last couple of public appearances that the fake Duchess forced on her. First on her Netflix series with Love Meghan, second in an Instagram post where she...
However, when the story of the yacht girl surfaced, all the positive perceptions of her as a modern duchess seemed to crumble. Meghan, who has always appeared flawless, was now dragged back into a past she had tried to conceal. Is this image the true Meghan, or just another part of the story she has been trying to hide? The image Meghan has been trying to construct over the years is now being challenged by a photo that has existed 20,162,016 when she was still a Hollywood actress with unclear relation off a poon of OFO pasts.g. But s hid ppbbut, s.ast. But. The woman is pathologically greedy. Throughout her journey from Meghan Wood to Meghanalty, Meghan has consistently worked on building an image of strength and independence. However, when she joined the royal family, Mama Gungan, to Migdant, that Meghan's motive was no Harry, why lo Harry, ins Harry, but a carefully calculated strategy to leverage the fame and power of the royal family to serve her commercy Migdars. Right after Meghan joined the royal family, big deals started to emerge. The couple signed a $100 million deal with Spotify and Netflix. And it is no coincidence that these deals were signed right after they left the royal family.
Time that things aren't great between Meghan Markle and her own mother, Doria Ragland. She has been completely miserable in the last couple of public appearances that the fake Duchess forced on her. First on her Netflix series with Love Meghan, second in an Instagram post where she...
These deals were a strategy. Part of a strategy, Ategi Meghan also evidenced that Meghan had not joined Love Oil family Love V, but rather to build a personal brand. The destined love story that the public once admired suddenly became blurred as social relationships and business opportunities began to surface. Surely Meghan didn't meet Pete Harry on a date 8, but through an intricate marketing plan, right? This might be the question many are now asking when they see the huge contracts and large projects she's involved in. Not stopping there. Meghan also continued to engage in contracts with major fashion brands such as Rittmans and Smartset, while Bilderberg Willa Strugar, well, the organization she and Harry founded after leaving the royal family. These activities helped her not only maintain Mother E of Arola Mother Lesso Leia, solid foundation for her commercial career, a charitable princess, but making money from all the media contracts. Her and Vomillion, multi-me million-LLAR commercial deals has highlighted a contradiction in Meghan's story. When she left the royal family, the public began to realize that things were not as simple as she claimed. She may have lived in a fairy tale, but was that fairy tale a caraflay? Constructed play? With all the commercial details and social relationships to serve the building of her personal Meghan. The fact that Meghan and Harry signed massive commercial contracts and took part in media interviews just months after leaving the royal family showed a carefully calculated strategy. Not just seeking Lomgana's move shows Thamagana.
Time that things aren't great between Meghan Markle and her own mother, Doria Ragland. She has been completely miserable in the last couple of public appearances that the fake Duchess forced on her. First on her Netflix series with Love Meghan, second in an Instagram post where she...
Was exploiting the royal family's fame to boost her career? Yes, I love Harry, but if I can sign a $100 million deal with Spotify, I know Meghan raps. That's the message Meghan was subtly sending when she decided to leave her royal duties and turn to large commercial projects. She may have achieved what most can only dreamains, but the big does she truly amains ains. Does she literally care about humanitarian causes and social issues? Or is she merely exploiting every opportunity to build a business empire? I think Meghan Markle is going to go down in history as an absolute arca self-destructive is to be a disastrous, self-destructive and otherwise destructive individual. One Meghan notable factors is the environment Meghan chose to immerse herself in before joining the royal family. In the world of luxury and power, where stars, tycoons, and elites cross paths over glasses of champagne, Meghan strategically navigated her way to survive. She was not only a world UL face entering the entertainment world, but also part of a network of powerful individuals. Relationships that were never documented, but only whispered. Meghan was a regular at Soho House, a prestigious private club where Hollywood stars, producers, artists, and global power figures mingle. Many believe in Turton-Tunt-E is not just a place for entertainment. You take transfer station where powerful relationships are formed. The fact that Prince Harry was also a regular there raises the question. Could they have known each other before, at least through these social relationships? The coincidence between Meghan's Soho House and individuals connected to the royal family leads many to believe that her relationship with Harry was not as simple as the destined love story they once shared publicly. According to unofficial sources, Meghan and Harry may have met or at least known about each other beforehand. Through Firmo, social relationships at events both attended. If this is true, the royal love story they built would no longer be the same and could be rewritten from a completely for Meghan respect. Another point is that Meghan's social relationships before joining the royal family only complicated the story further. Articles and information from high society indicate that Meghan not only attended lavish parties, but also connected with many powerful figures. Hollywood iron-ships were not limited to Hollywood, but extended to Middle Eastern tycoons, and controversial figures like Prince Andrevans didn't just appear at the Spihanthas, but were also involved in behind-the-scenes connections, forming a picture that the public can hardly fully see. From attending extravagant parties to building an undeniable public image, Meghan has worked tirelessly to maintain power and influence. But as the story of the yacht photo and social connections is revealed, everything begins to change. Meghan's silence, instead of calming the media storm, has only fueled suspicion and even anticipation from the public. If Meghan had behind the sinisterence Harry through these behind the scenes, so Prince Iron ships, the Cinderella meets Prince's story would no longer hold its fairy tale charm. It is these unofficial relationships and the presence of sensitive figures at elite events that have made Meghan and Harry's love story a big question for the public. And the more silence, the more unanswered, the more ambiguous and difficult the story becomes. This indicates that once Meghan's story is exposed, the image she has built over the years will no longer be easily accepted. Meghan may have reached the pinnacle of her life by joining the royal family, but it was her mistimage. He calculated moves in shaping her image that now leave her facing consequences she couldn't foresee. Meghan's silence, along with her undisclosed relationships, has become a catalyst for public imagination. In a world where everything is scrutinized under the spombiguity, lack of response has created ambiguity. The public continues to dig. In gold, what is the truth? She was given gold. She was given one of the greatest opportunities that any human being has been given. And if she had been in the slightest bit humanitarian and philanthropic, she would have understood that there is no greater platform for philanthropy and humanitarianism than being a working member of the Be Significant L family. Meghan was given a significant, globally recognized platform with the opportunity to help millions but she gave up this role to pursue commercial opportunities. Her decision to abandon all the privileges and influence the royal family could offer for humanitarian efforts has led the Meghan to question her true motives. Meghan did not just join the royal family for love. She also maximized her fame to secure commercial deals. One of the clearest examples of a million-commercial strategy is her multi-million-dollar deals with major media platforms, according to a report from the New York Times. The couple's contract with Netflix is reportedly worth $100 million for producing television programs. While Meghan signed a $25 million contract for Meghan and Hamagano produce podcasts, this shows that Melov only joined the royal family for love, but also as part of a strategy to build her personal brand and create financial opportunities for her after. They deals were all signed right after they decided to step down from royal duties and move to the United States in 2020. These commercial contracts may have been the main driving force behind their decision to leave their royal roles. Meghan has content channels, built interviews, underground media channels from interviews, social media posts, to commercial projects she participates in. These activities have not only helped her create activists as a royal mother and social activist, but also as a brand builder capable of dominating the media and commercial markets. She signed contracts with major companies like Reitmans and SmartSet in the fashion industry. She brand embarked on building the Arcuro brand, which is no media.ta charity, but a podcasts platform for media initiatives, podcasts, and collaborations with large companies. This clearly shows that Meghan is taking every opportunity to develop her personal brand. She orchestrated the whole thing from the word go so that she would be able prestige. Enter the royal family, use their Presti America, Harry to the United States of America, where for or most of the year they WBA she would be able to cut her the commercial deals. One of the most notable commercial activities is when Meghan and Harry became involved in producing TV shows and podcasts, which raises the question of whether the charity work they do is truly humanitarian or simply part of a personal branding. StraightImage.egon has succeeded in crafting an image of a woman fighting for the rights of women and children. But at the same time, Millie continued to capitalize on multi-million-dollar commercial deals that the royal family has brought her. In 2020, the couple announced they would step back from royal duties and financially support them's controversy. Yacht only sparked a wave of controversy, but also raised questions about the motives behind this decision. Meghan and Harry did not reveal much about how they would maintain their financial life. But the signing of big contracts, as mentioned above, clearly shows they were seeking income source Meghan side royal duties. When Meghan stepped down from royal responsibilities and moved to a free life in the United States, she was able to build her own commercial empire. However, this decision has raised the question, did she leave activities, charitable activities, or was she just pursuing a personal and commercial career without the scrutiny of the royal family? TDL's commercial deals along with the focus on BY brand. Her personal brand have led the public to question the contradictions in the humanitarian statements Meghan made earlier. Can Meghan continue to maintain her image as a fighter for justice? Or will she be linked to the image of a duchess who only seeks personal gain? One of the crucial questions is whether she can recreate her image or if the deeply social relationship $11 commercial contracts and her yacht pass will always follow her. The answer remains mystery, and the public continues to question Meghan's true motivations as she left royal privileges to pursue a life full of commerce and personal brand development. 3 hypotheses about the photo. Perhaps Meghan didn't join the royal family for love alone, but also to add a yacht to her collection. This photo has sparked another story. The story of Meghan's past before she became the Duchess. When she was still a Hollywood actress, Meghan attended numerous lavish parties where the wealth and power of the elite mingled and where yacht girls were not an uncommon sight. This is not the first time Meghan has been associated with the term yacht girl. Before joining the royal family, Meghan was known as an actress struggling with her career. Social media accounts, forums. And experts have found pieces that link Meghan to extravagant parties in Kansas and Abu Dhabi, places where luxury yachts were not a privilege, but rather a common means of transportation for the elite. It's easy to see that even when she was an unknown actress, Meghan leveraged her social connections to elevate her own value. Meghan didn't just show up at the right time. She was the one who brought the right atmosphere to the elite parties. In fact, this photo has raised a larger hypothesis about Meghan's life before meeting Prince Harry, not just someone who accidentally stepped into royal life. Meghan might have known Prince Harry through a quiet network of elite social connections few knew about. The destined love story the public once imagined suddenly seems less clear as this photo raises another question. Was the love between Meghan and Harry truly a random encounter? Or was it the result of a pre-planned strategy? Why? Of the most popular hypotheses among royal observers is that Meghan and Harry didn't meet accidentally. As they've described in interviews, in fact, some sources suggest they had known each other, at least indirectly, through social relationships. This could have been when they met at the lavish parties of the elite, where powerful figures were never in short supply. If this is true, then the love across classes story they've shared will no longer hold its charm but will be exposed under a different light. Given the events and context surrounding Meghan before she joined the royal family, the story of the bikini photo is not just an ordinary photo, but a token for a carefully calculated strategy. This photo not only marks a trace of her past, but also acts as a trigger for hypotheses about the motives behind Meghan's actions when she joined the royal family. Did Meghan join Harry for true love, or did she have a plan to enter the royal family, then build a career and personal brand? Their legendary love story is now placed under great suspicion as more photos and rumors about Meghan's past continue to emerge. When this yacht photo was circulated, it didn't just raise questions about Meghan's motives, but also made the public doubt the sincerity and honesty in how she approached royal life. And that's what the public cannot ignore. Meghan may not have been a yacht girl in the negative sense, but her presence in that environment has opened up a different perspective on how she approached opportunities in life. 4. The royal family's reaction. Meghan and Harry's silence in the face of rumors, especially regarding Meghan's yacht photo, has intensified questions about their motives and personal goals. Harry and Meghan must think silence is golden, but that silence has only made everything more chaotic. By not addressing doubts and leaked information, they have created a murky space where things are becoming harder to control. While other royal family members may provide official responses to sensitive questions, Meghan and Harry seem to have chosen not to participate in public discussions. Even after the bikini photo of Meghan went viral, there was no official comment from them. This has led some to believe that their silence has complicated matters. As in the media, failure to respond is often interpreted as tacit acceptance. In reality, this reflects the difficulty of controlling one's image after leaving the royal family. Royal watchers and media experts argue that if Meghan and Harry still maintain some unofficial behind-the-scenes relationships, such as with elite parties, power figures, and privileges, their silence has unintentionally increased suspicions and fueled further speculation. Silence is not always the best way to hide things. Sometimes it's just the flame that sparks rumors. And indeed, the couple's silence has only made the story more complicated, as the public and media feel they are searching for the truth behind the photo and the couple's decisions. Additionally, the royal family's silence, especially from the Queen and other senior members, has added to the tension. Royal media tends to focus not only on the actions of members, but also on their reactions to controversial events. When the royal family does not respond or provide an official explanation, Meghan and Harry's story becomes an ongoing speculation. This has made the public and media feel that things are not as simple as they seem, an element that cannot be overlooked. is how the royal family and Meghan have handled the story about her relationship with Prince Harry. Many believe that they did not meet by chance. A common hypothesis among experts is that the couple was connected through silent social relationships. The yacht photo and relationships within the elite have further raised doubts about the randomness of their meeting.